Okay, it's time for the easiest part of any coach's job, the cut. Now, while I wasn't able to cut everyone I wanted to, I have cut a lot of you. Steven, I like your hustle. That's why it was so hard to cut you. Congratulations, the rest of you made the team. Except you and you.
God bless fantasy football. There are many things a man can do with his time. And this, better than those things.
What is going on, everybody, and welcome to another Sunday edition of Fantasy Football Goon, Week 5 of the NFL season. I'm one of your hosts, Joe Mando, the Goon, joined as always by my fantasy brothers, John Santucci, the Tooch, and Adam Sham, the man with the plan. Morning, gentlemen. Already got some football kicked off in London this morning. I think it looks like we got a tie game now, 14-14 down there across the pond.
16-14 now, Browns.
16-14? Okay.
David Njoku touchdown.
Yep, 17-14.
There we go. And Dylan Gabriel making his NFL debut.
Yeah, two touchdowns for Dylan Gabriel. One to Njoku, the other to Harold Fannin, the other tight end.
Tight end party.
On my bench in guillotine.
You'll be fine in guillotine after your start from Thursday.
Oof, man, picked him up off the waiver wire. Kendrick Bourne was 11 catches and 132 yards or something like that. Explosion.
Yeah, that's crazy. He went nuts.
Yeah, it's like my what was that? Kenny Britt pick up in my undefeated season in the Shock League, Joe. I picked him up. I won by like 1 point. The only game I might have lost was against Greg Baker.
Yeah.
Our former coworker.
Yeah,
Whatever happened?
crazy.
You don't hear from him, do you?
I don't know, man. No.
Right.
All right, buddy. Mikey's got a question for us to lead things off. He needs help at one position, flex, half-point PPR, Kendre Miller or Trey Tucker. Keep going back and forth.
I'm going to lean Trey Tucker. I think that kind of small wide receiver is the kind that gives the Colts secondary fits.
Yeah, and I think last week's the exception to the rule for Tucker, unfortunately.
It's the highest scoring game on the board, I think, is the Colts and Raiders or total. One of the highest totals.
Yeah, right.
Who are the Raiders playing?
The Colts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Raiders could be in a negative game script, falling behind from Brock Bowers is out. Great point. Falling behind against the Colts, Gino's going to be forced to throw. So I'm on board with Tucker.
Yeah, he might throw it 50 times.
Yep.
Ingbuka Jefferson for a Dunze.
And a trade.
In a trade? I'm not doing that, no.
Shit, I don't know, man. I would stick with Dunze if I had a Dunze. And then, I mean, just the quarterback situation with Odunze is a little bit better than the quarterback situation for Jefferson. But, I mean, Jefferson is, he's JJ, he's Jets, he's a phenomenal talent. So, I mean, it's hard to say. I don't know. Who's he trading away? Who are we getting?
I would want JJ in that.
And JJ?
Yeah, on that side, I'm keeping JJ just for target share alone.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, let's get this party started, gang. Same. Well, it's tough. It's tough sledding. And by the way, this is a great point to lead off. We've got bye weeks. Bye Mageddon. It's absolutely kind of wild just thinking about it. Week 5, Falcons, Bears, Packers, Steelers. Excuse me. And the bye weeks just don't stop from this point out. We have byes starting this week all the way until week 14. And there's a bye every single week until then. So they're spread out this year, boys.
Yeah, it's just awfully early, man.
Yeah,
the bye weeks and all these injuries this week, it's pretty brutal right now. This week's tough for my teams.
Yeah, and by the way, if you're talking about that Jefferson trade just a minute ago, heads up, Vikings do have a bye next week, as do the Texans. So I just want to call that out.
He's trying to pair Caleb with Odunze. That's just a nice stack, you know.
I have Caleb, and I'm trying to pair him.
I'd make him throw something else in if I was you. I'll take a
Yeah.
Dunze plus something else. And I'll
Yes, I'm with you there. Yeah, try and get him to throw in an extra player, or you know, maybe you give a player and it's not that, you know, necessary for your team, and try and get another piece from him. Would you pick up Monange after the bye? I would.
Yeah, I mean,
if you got room on the bench.
Yeah, I think he's talented. I do think there's a lot of buzz about Kamara, and I do think there's probably some smoke where there is some fire there, but we'll see. Let's see. Yeah, the Minnesota quarterback carousel is killing me. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I agree.
There's been a lot of buzz about Kirk Cousins too. We'll see. Just
I wish
sitting there
I wish Cincinnati would go get Jameis from the Giants.
Carson Wentz back in the game. Vikings about to punt though, the 3rd and 17 against that Browns defense. They're on their own 19. Man, I looked at halftime. I'm like, this Browns -2.5. I was like, I might throw in a bet, but before the game, you could have gotten Browns +3.5. Man. Yeah.
Would you start Cutler or Fields this week? If it's smoking Jay, then I'm starting him.
Oh, Cutler all day.
But in all seriousness, though, Justin Fields is a top 3 quarterback this week against Dallas.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's on my starts list.
Can you guys believe I picked him up for free in Guillotine last week? Nobody owned him.
I can't believe it. I picked him up for free, and I don't know whether it was. I think it was Barroom.
Well,
yeah, he's been on waiver wires almost everywhere. Yeah, ever since he got concussion, nobody wants to keep him.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad I took the shot because I'm like, I have to decide between Dak and Fields, and I'm like, it's Fields all day for me.
Damn.
All right, if Cousin goes back to mini, then JJ ain't going nowhere. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Fields might put up 100+ rushing on Dallas today. Yeah, I agree with that. Let's get into our starts and sits, fellas. I'll lead us off. We're talking quarterbacks. Look at that. Justin Fields against Dallas. Kid's just electric. You can say what you want about the Jets, but the problem's not Justin Fields. Drake May, who, by the way, I was raising the banner for in the preseason show. This kid's a top 5 fantasy QB the rest of the season. He's top 5 quarterback right now.
Yep.
He's rushing. He's throwing. He looks like he's progressing. He's everything we wanted him to be. So Drake May against Buffalo's shitty secondary. Sign me up for that today. He's also going to use his legs. And then I'm taking a shot on the rookie, Jackson Dart. New Orleans defense is terrible. Jackson Dart looked pretty good last week in his debut. You could certainly do a lot worse with all these buys. Jackson Dart is he looks like a dog. Him and Cam Scatabo together are a dog pound, and then they're not playing in Cleveland. So I don't know. I like Jackson Dart, so that's what I'm gonna go with this week. I feel good about it.
Yeah, he was good with his running the ball last week, especially.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Justin Fields got that great matchup versus Dallas today.
Yep.
I mean, any quarterback versus Dallas I like right now. When you add Justin Fields' rushing ability, he's a must start this week. And then the other worst defense, in my opinion, the best defense to go against, worst defense in the league, be Cincinnati. So I like Jared Goff versus Cincinnati today.
Yep.
You know, you sometimes you could say, oh, well, they might get ahead and Jared Goff might not throw a lot. Nah, it's not Dan Campbell's style. He likes to keep pouring it on. So, you know, how many times you see Jared Goff with 5 touchdowns and then winning 50-10 or whatever, you know, like he'll stay out there and keep playing for the points. So I like Goff. He might even be on your waiver wire if you need a streamer on this bye week. And then I'll take Stroud against the Baltimore defense. They're pretty bad as well, and they're completely banged up right now.
Yep.
I think Texans have a good chance of winning this game without Lamar playing. So I like Stroud to have a good game, and hopefully Nico Collins as well.
good chance of Stroud to throw for 300 yards today.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I certainly hope so, man. I like that. Good stuff. Let's get into Tooch's here. All right, Tooch, where you at? There you are. Tooch's quarterback starts.
I got a lot of the same. I also got Justin Herbert in there. It was kind of a tough choice. I also like Drake May and Jared Goff today, but the Chargers throw the ball at the highest rate in the NFL this season. A wild stat there for a Jim Harbaugh coach team, Adam. But the Chargers are throwing it at the highest rate in the league. So, I mean, versus that Commanders secondary, I got to take Herbert today. It's a bounce back game for them. They lost last week, so they lost to God, what was the team they lost to last week? I forget. Who did the Chargers lose to? The Saints? No.
Oh, the Chargers lost to
not the Saints.
the Giants, right?
The Giants. Yeah, lost in New York last week to the Giants.
Yeah, that's right.
The Giants are playing the Saints, but I got a question here. Drake May or Dak Prescott today?
I'm going Drake May. I'm on the Drake May train. Sign me up for that.
I think I'll take Dak in this one, but
I think
it's
I would
close.
probably. Yeah, it's really close. I mean, I almost just flip a coin.
Drake, I think
I like Dak because, I mean, if you think Justin Fields is going to have a great game, then Dak's going to have to do the same on the other side. And the Jets' defense isn't that great either. So, like, Dak can easily throw for 300 today. So, but Drake May's probably going to have to keep up with Josh Allen. So, it's like
Drake May or Justin Herbert?
Drake May.
Damn, really? Okay, on the road against the Bills. That's a tough decision for me. I don't know.
Actually, Marion Hampton's really breaking out. I don't know if Herbert's going to keep chucking it as much.
All right.
Love it, man. Oops. Sorry. All right, let's dive into our next batch. We're going to go into running backs, and we'll let Tooch start us off.
Well, I mean, the Giants are terrible against the run. I think they're the absolute worst, allowing like 6.1 yards per carry. So you got to give Kamara today, and I think combined with his receiving ability, if you're a PPR, you got to take a look at Kamara today. And the Ravens are just so banked up on defense. You saw a nice breakout game from Woody Marks last week. I think I drafted him in a lot of leagues. I liked the profile. I thought he would be the receiving back on the Texans, with Joe Mixon uncertainty before the season and Nick Chubb, coming off a big injury. I thought eventually he'd have a chance to take over the backfield in Texas. And then, of course, you got to go with Marion Hampton with Najee Harris out. He's gonna see a lot of touches, probably 20 touches in the 20s today. He's an excellent receiver out of the backfield too. So receiving and rushing, all three of these guys, receiving and rushing starts today. I think you got a good chance to put some points up on your fantasy squad.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely, Adam. What do you got here?
I like Breece Hall versus Dallas defense. Braylon Allen got hurt pretty badly, it sounds like, last week, and he's out for the year, I believe now. And Breece Hall was already getting a really nice workload. Getting against the Dallas defense, Justin Fields doesn't mind throwing to the running back. I think it's a great matchup for Breece Hall to have a big game today. And then I like to bounce back today for David Montgomery after a bad game last week. He had that huge game 2 weeks ago and then was hardly anything last week. But versus Cincinnati, I talked about the Lions get ahead in this game. I think that you'll see more Montgomery running the ball and less Gibbs late in the game. I think he could ice it with a couple of touchdowns maybe. And then I'll take Cam Scatterby. We talked about at New Orleans. The guy's getting a huge workload right now. And I think they just said Tyrone Tracy is inactive again still. So Scatterby is great in the passing game as well as the running game. Against New Orleans is a great matchup for them. And like we said, they just beat the Chargers last week. So they've got a little bit of confidence right now with the rookie quarterback. They rely more on the running game. So I think Scatterby's a big play today.
I totally whiffed on Scatterbo. I liked coming out. I wasn't sure if his talent or skill set would translate. But man, the dude is a phenomenal athlete. Last week you saw a lot
And
of
Tyrone Tracy is indeed inactive. I just confirmed. So
yeah, we got a lot of nice. We should probably give out some inactives on the Cowboys: CeeDee Lamb, Cavante Turpin, Miles Sanders. The Jets,
let's
nobody
see.
really.
Going through, it's
no.
we mentioned on the Raiders, Brock Bauer is out for them.
Yep, Brock Bowers. Yep, and Michael Mayer.
Yeah.
Both.
Also for
Who's the tight end? Third tight end on the Raiders? Anybody know?
Not sure.
I don't know either.
you're not starting them though. Dolphins at Panthers. Chuba Hubbard inactive for this game, so Rico Dowdle getting the start.
Colts, Alec Pierce out or inactive. Let's see.
Into the next games. Nothing crazy.
Lamar Jackson for the Ravens.
Yep. Mike Evans still inactive for Tampa.
Jaleel
Bucky
McLaughlin
Irving
for the Broncos inactive. Whatever happened to Jaleel McLaughlin? He had some promise.
Scary Terry inactive today for Washington.
Oof, wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, he's out again.
Wow. So who's the? I mean, besides Debo? Who's the other?
Luke McCaffrey's one of them. Christian's brother.
I think Diami Brown. I think he's hurt too for them. So yeah, it's pretty thin.
Zach Ertz is the other wide receiver, basically.
Yeah, and with Jaden Daniels, he's good.
Yep. Woody Marks over Kareem Hunt. Everybody agree?
Yes, by far, definitely.
Yeah.
I don't want any part of Kansas City backfield.
That's not scrap heap to me. I like Woody Marks. I'm starting him in a lot of leagues.
Yeah, Woody is the real deal, man. How did we not draft Cam Scatterbo on the Bears? I'm just as disappointed as you, Jeremy. Imagine all the jerseys we'd sell, right, for the Bears. Mm-hmm. I probably would buy a Scatterbo jersey.
But we got a young guy instead.
Mike Evans, he's not out for
He's not out for the year. He's got a hamstring.
Yeah.
The yearly hamstring issue for Mike Evans.
Yeah. Larry Mayer is the third tight end. Yeah, the Bears beat reporter for
lunch with Larry. Yeah,
lunch with Larry. Yeah, I don't know. I got to look it up now. I'm like curious to see who the hell who's the tight. It's got to be some rookie. Yeah,
sure.
You know.
Getting to my running backs, Javonte Williams. I love him today against the Jets. We talked about that Jets defense.
Yeah,
Javonte has been a revelation in Dallas. So Denver's probably like, why didn't we give him some more chances? But he looks like a dog. For me, he's in the top 5 at running back this week. Same thing with Scatterbo. Looks like a beast. And Brees Hall getting the full scrap heap. This Jets-Dallas game, I think you said, Tooch, it's a high total. I think they're going to score like crazy amount of points in this game.
Yeah. It is Ian Thomas, the third tight end on the Raiders. Former Panther. Former Viking, too, I think.
For the record, we're not advising starting him unless you're like in a dynasty league and you're desperate.
Yeah. If you're in an 18-team league.
Yeah.
Like maybe.
Getting to wide receivers. I love Keenan Allen today against Washington. Allen has been awesome. And if they're not going to be running it, when they are throwing it, it seems like Allen, and it's he's been a very consistent wide receiver, so I love him, his matchup. This is the guy a lot of people have listed as a sleeper, but I think he's probably a starter majority of the rest of the way. Malik Washington for the Dolphins at Carolina. This is basically their replacement for Tyreek Hill. He's fast. They use him a lot in the dip and dunk backfield. They give him carries out of the backfield too. This is a guy who's available in an insane amount of leagues. I think he's going to end up being one of the top waiver wire priorities after this weekend against Carolina. So Malik Washington, if you want to get ahead of the game, go pick him up now. You guys might think I'm crazy, but I do think that he is fantasy relevant for the rest of the season with Tyreek Hill done. And
I gotta see it first, but
it's worth a shot of getting him now.
Yeah, definitely worth a shot of picking him up. Yeah,
he's pretty involved.
I think he's going to go nuts today, so we'll see. And then Darius Slayton, the Giants, outside of Wan'Dale Robinson, Slayton looks like the lead wide receiver now.
Yep.
With Malik Neighbors gone, New Orleans secondary is horrendous. Curious to see who gets the highest percentage of targets today. If it's Slayton or Robinson. Either way, Slayton for me was a priority ad last week on waivers. I picked him up in a lot of leagues.
Yep.
I've liked Slayton for years. He's a great receiver. He just never seems to get the target volume that you need. He relies on big plays, you know. He's a great player, I think.
Yeah, I talked about it on Bare Their Souls. I thought it'd be a good target for the Bears to pick up in the offseason. You know, I know we picked up Olamide Zacchaeus, but Zacchaeus
he's been there for quite a while now too.
I'm fine with Zacchaeus. You know, I like his game too, and I love the story of him, Swift, and DJ Moore. They're all played in the same kind of football in their area, Philadelphia, New Jersey area, as kids. Those three. I don't know if you saw that Jason Leisure article with the Bears. But yeah, the story's done. But I thought Slayton would have fit in nice on the Bears, his skill set.
For sure. Let's get into Adam's wide receiver starts.
I'll take Xavier Worthy against the Jags today. Man, he looked like a huge part of that offense right away last week as soon as they got him back. I was expecting to be a little more limited, but he was producing immediately, had a big game, and they obviously needed him. Their offense looked so much better as soon as he was out there.
How do you feel about Worthy after Rashee Rice comes back?
That's what I said. We just got 2 more weeks till Rice is back here, and then I think that offense is going to be even better. And I think I don't think Worthy's going to change much because I don't think they play the same role. Worthy's more the big play guy. Rashee Rice is more the short and then make it happen guy. Yep. So I think Xavier Worthy's a really good player. I think he was a great value in drafts this year. And then Jalen Waddle is going to have to step up and be the number 1 guy now for Miami. And he's been really good statistically when Tyreek Hill's been out in the past. So I like that today against Carolina. I think they'll force feed Jalen Waddle at least 10 targets probably. And he's capable of making the big play as well. And then I'm going to go out on a limb with Ladd McConkey. He's been super disappointing literally for a month now. He's like 3rd on the team in targets. He's like 3rd on everything on the team right now. But it's like it's going to happen. It's going to happen. They're not going to, just constantly feed Keaton Allen every game. It's going to be Ladd McConkey's time here. I think today versus Washington is a good matchup for him. I think Jaden Daniels I think that's going to be a very competitive game back and forth, and I think they're going to need McConkey to move the sticks today.
Yeah, man, I hope so. I got McConkey. I'm waiting for him to do something, Yeah.
I think today's going to be a big step.
I hope so. I got his wide receiver room mate out there, Quentin Johnston, who's just been, he's been finally breaking out. Number 1 first round draft pick for the Chargers out of Texas has been a little disappointing. But that wide receiver room for the Chargers is pretty damn good, man. You got Keenan Allen. We all picked one of the Chargers receivers to do something. So maybe I'm right. Justin Herbert might have a good day today, guys.
John is dominating.
Yeah, he's got using his size and his speed to get open and force the catch against smaller DBs. And Garrett Wilson against the Cowboys, who are just allowing a ton of receptions to the wide receiver position. I mean, how bad the Cowboys defense is. They're in shootouts every game. And you got the Ohio State connection with Justin Fields. I like Garrett Wilson to have a big day today. And then the same thing with Michael Pittman Jr. versus the Raiders. Michael Pittman Jr. is that character. His hands are questionable. It's kind of like Marvin Harrison Jr. Hands questionable, big size, maybe not a lot of speed. But you see Alec Pierce is out today sitting down for them. You're waiting for Josh Downs to do something. Michael Pittman is still the guy in Indianapolis with the targets from Daniel Jones. And that Raiders secondary is bad. You saw guys open for the Bears last week against the Raiders. So I like Michael Pittman today for thinking about sitting him today. I had a close call, Foster. This week, I don't know, man. It was lucky I didn't get if a J.K. Dobbins touchdown would have sunk me last week.
Start A.J. Brown or Olave?
I'm on Olave.
Yeah, I think Olave has a breakout game today.
Yep, I like Olave today. I like quite a bit.
Definitely going to get more targets for sure.
A.J. Brown, you can't trust him right now. He's killing people.
So here's here's the deal with the Phillies, or I'm sorry, the Eagles. With the Eagles offense, there's a general discontent in the locker room. I think the AJ Brown and what's the other widers? Devontae Smith came out and saying they were disappointed in their roles in the offense. So I mean, maybe AJ Brown, they start getting him involved more in the offense this week. He's got a tough matchup though. He's going up against PS2. Adam.
Yeah, it's definitely a bad matchup, and you see the usage has just been so bad so far that I'm just. But you're right though. In the past, whenever he's voiced his frustrations, he's been fed the ball almost immediately afterwards.
Yep, almost immediately.
Yeah, and has had big games right following that. But yeah, it's a terrible matchup for him, and it's just I don't feel comfortable with any Eagles on my teams right now. Honestly, like playing any of them, like they're so run heavy.
Saquon, yeah.
The only one I come to playing is Jalen Hurts. If you have him, other than that, it's like I just don't want any part of it. It's just
go back and look at some of the Eagles games. Saquon is seeing 8 men in the box every carry.
Yeah, they're the most boring, great team I've ever seen.
It's so true. It's so true. Give me Hunter Henry.
Yeah, I'm taking Hunter Henry too. He's a top 5.
Actually, that guy right there, Dallas Goedert's about my second choice. I would prefer to play after Jalen Hurts on the Eagles if I had to play somebody. Yeah. But I mean, I do like Hunter Henry today over him. But I'm saying Dallas Goedert's been very involved so far all season.
Hunter Henry's the number 1 tight end in fantasy football, I think, this season so far, isn't he?
Hunter Henry's pretty damn close.
Yeah, but here's the thing: he has not historically he's not played well against the Bills. I'm still starting him though today in a couple.
He's a touchdown machine right now. I mean,
yep.
I'm not starting AJ this week. Sorry guys, I won't do it.
It's tough. I mean, it's hard to start like AJ. Like
can't trust him.
Those the 3 receivers that he had up there, it's like, okay, am I starting Trey Tucker over AJ Brown? I mean, I can't. But you really have to think. I mean,
AJ Brown was like, I specifically stayed away from him this year because the last couple of years he is so frustrating. Like, out of 17 games, you're going to get like 4 or 5 like amazing games, and the rest of them you're going to be so disappointed and pissed off, and it's going to be so hard to pick those 4 or 5 games when he's going to go off.
Yeah, that was like Deebo Samuel in years past. Like,
I'm always much happier.
This year, Deebo's been fantastic with the Commanders.
I'd rather take Devontae Smith in the 8th round or whatever it is than AJ Brown in the 2nd. In almost every year because they're both same chance of going off every week.
Mims
Foster's got a question.
Start 2. I got to look at who.
I kind of like Mims and Downs.
So Mims is against the Eagles defense, and you got. Well, I mean, you know what they PS2 play. Is it? Yeah, PS2 plays on one side of the field. So who? Quinyon Mitchell. They don't put him on the number 1 wide receiver either. I don't think, right?
Yeah, and Kupp gets Tampa, which their secondary is not great either.
I would start Kupp. Definitely, and then
probably Kupp and Mims.
I'm gonna go Kupp and Downs.
I mean, I've just been so high on Downs, and he just continues.
I know. Speaking of disappointments, I know he gets the targets.
Maybe go Mims and Kupp.
Yeah, Kupp and Mims.
Yeah.
We will talk next week, Jeremy, for sure.
Yeah, we will. That's what I said. This is exactly what I was saying.
We're either going to look like geniuses or we're going to look like a bunch of clowns. There's nothing in between. So
yeah, the players that he flashed up there, I was like, okay, it's hard for me to take Trey Tucker over AJ Brown any week. I mean, just like you drafted AJ.
I didn't even catch that part. I didn't say I would take Trey Tucker over AJ Brown.
No, that's what his.
Say don't nobody.
He gave us his wide receivers. Yeah, here. Oh, you got it, Joe. Sorry. Pick 2.
It's Tucker and Olave for me. I'm not starting AJ Brown. I just can't trust him right now.
I'll take AJ Brown and Olave if I play 2 of those.
Yeah, me too. Yep.
Because I'll take the sure thing with Olave, and then I'll take my chance for the upside of Brown.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, I mean, there's upside with Trey Tucker too. I just, yeah, it's
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah,
I
Trey
don't-
Tucker had his first down week last week, so and it's of course it's after we tell everyone to fucking start.
but Adam's right. I mean, you got to take the sure thing with Olave and then pick one of the two.
Yeah.
Yep. All right,
All right,
tight
so you're
end.
getting to your tight ends, brother.
Well, Jake Ferguson has been a target hog for the Cowboys.
He has, especially with CD out.
Yeah, you can't sit him. And the worst team against the tight end this season is the Panthers. So give me Darren Waller, man.
Out of retirement.
Yeah, I think with Tyreek Hill out, you gotta take a look at Waller, man. I tried to pick him up at a few places, I couldn't get him. And then another team that's terrible against the tight ends, the Bengals, man. To look any further than Sam Laporta here, I think this is time. Look, Laporta's been a little disappointing, I think, maybe with Amon Ra and Jahmyr Gibbs and J-Mo getting all of the, most of the attention. I think it's time for Laporta to have a little decent game here. So I'm looking for Laporta to do some damage.
Love it. Let me ask you a question. Rashad White or Jake Ferguson at flex?
Oh, Jake Ferguson all day.
Adam?
It's PPR, right? Well, it's tough. I mean, Seattle defense.
Jake Ferguson at what?
Or Rashad White.
Or Jake Ferguson? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going Rashad White.
Yeah,
I think he gets the Bucky roll today. I think I'm with you.
It's tough, man. It's tough because it's PPR.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you got to go with the running back there. With the as far as touches, but man, Ferguson is so hard to bench.
I know. All right, Adam. What about your tight end starts, brother?
Yeah, I like Hunter Henry. You guys mentioned him a minute ago. That Buffalo New England game, I think, should be quite a bit of points scored in that game. Hunter Henry might get his usual 2-yard touchdowns there next to the goal line. I hope for. That's pretty much how he lives. He's never going to get you the yards, but he scores the touchdowns, and that's all you need from tight ends. Just been so bad this year so far.
Yep.
So I'll take that, and I'll take Zach Ertz with Jaden Daniels back. I think his numbers get back on track like he had the first couple of games. And then Tyler Warren, man, he's just absolutely dominant out there. He's gonna.
Oh yeah.
They use him so many different ways. They're gonna make sure he gets the ball in his hands 7 to 8 times every game, one way or another. And versus Las Vegas, we know we love that matchup. We saw the Bears score 25 points versus Vegas last week, and it just kills me every single week to know that we drafted Colston Loveland over Tyler Warren.
A Will Reichard 51-yard penalty, no good for the Vikings to tie it up. It's Cleveland Brown's ball.
Hey, man, I picked up the Cleveland defense this week, man. So far, so good. I had the Steelers on a bye, and I was desperate, and I'm like, I'm going to take a shot on Cleveland. So,
yeah, the total in this game was 36 points. I had thought about playing the under in this one. Looks like, one more score will probably knock it out. Yeah, one more touchdown would knock out that. Good thing I stayed away, but
for sure, man. Well, I mean, just like you guys, I like Zach Ertz and Laporta.
6 catches for Justin Jefferson, 102 yards, Jeremy.
Excellent. And then I also like Travis Wood, Kelsey at Jacksonville. If anyone gets that reference, I hope you're throwing up in a garbage can because
Travis Wood. I don't get it.
Buddy.
I gotta text me after the game.
No, I'll just tell everybody. We're all adults here. There's a new Taylor Swift album out. Okay. There is a song on the album called Wood. It is a song about Travis Kelce's penis. I swear to God, I'm not even joking.
Damn. Wow. I thought that wouldn't last. Sounds like the relationship is strong right now.
Yeah, they're engaged, and if anyone wants to, I'm sure the ladies probably love it. But if you're a dude and you listen to it, you're gonna feel physically ill like I did. So
nice.
Yeah. So yeah, put it on your playlist and tell me what you think about it.
You got Sam Laporta also, huh, Joe?
I do. I like Laporta today. I think he's probably at the top. Probably, if all goes well, he should be the top tight end this week.
What's up in KC? Any chance Brashard Smith moves up in that backfield? It's worth a shot, man. I've been thinking about this exact question.
I do think it is. I do think it's going to happen this week. I picked him up in our dynasty league.
Nice, good call.
He's just sitting out there.
Here's the thing: like Brashard Smith is built like a small wide receiver, though. That's the only thing. But I mean, plenty of guys that have had of that size have had success in the NFL. You know, what Warwick Dunn is a good. Warwick Dunn wasn't that big a guy, and he was freaking awesome, man. But yeah, you got to. It's a wait with Brashard Smith. It's a wait and see because he definitely has home run speed.
Excellent. So let's get into our sits. Chase Brown for me is a sit, probably a drop even at this point. I dropped him in a couple leagues. Just they can't do anything with the passing game, so the running game's not going to do jack, especially against this Detroit run game. I've dropped Chase Brown in a bunch of leagues, which it pains me because I thought he would be fantastic. And granted, if Joe Burrow was in, he probably would be fantastic, but Chase Brown right now is just avoidable, and to me, he's a drop. Another guy that I'm still sitting, Brian Thomas Jr., got a tough matchup against that KC defense. I just don't see him getting it back together today. He's been a disappointment, to say the least.
Man, he is going to come back, though. You got to think. No, Adam?
Man, I keep thinking that, but my concern is when he was really good was all with Mac Jones. He was not very good with Trevor Lawrence ever.
Mac Jones might be a better quarterback.
He very well might be.
Yeah.
He might be the best one out of that class.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, and Mac Jones.
Yeah.
And TJ Hawkinson was on my sit list, but he's obviously in the early game. But so far, it looks good as a sit in the fourth quarter. He's got 2 catches for 14 yards. So Hawk has been a major disappointment so far this year.
Yeah.
I thought for sure he was going to do really well. Maybe things will change around if they make a trade at quarterback. I don't know. But for now, Hawkinson is, I hate to say it, he's borderline droppable right now.
God, it's such a shame, too, because
it's such a shame because he's so good.
He's so good, man. You know, if the Vikings lose today versus the Browns, and they got 7 minutes left, they got the ball back now. If they'll be both the Browns and the Vikings will be 2-3. You have to talk about the good job that Kevin Stefanski has done over there for the Browns, coaching his ass off with like nothing. He's got nothing except a great defense. Yeah, Quinshon Judkins has been pretty damn good. Yeah, but the quarterback situation is, you know, ridiculously bad.
Yeah, that division, man, is crazy. Like, such good teams, but with the injuries and stuff, it's just been. That's why Cincinnati, I 100% think Cincinnati should be getting Jameis Winston there just to get the ball down the damn field.
Yes,
like, they're still alive in this. Like, they're not even out of it. Like,
news broke today that they're not going to make a move at quarterback. They're continuing with Jake
you're
Browning.
Not even out of it. Try to do something. Like, you're still in it.
Like Jake Browning had a couple good games last year, you know, and they're like, oh, he can do it, you know, and maybe
he's just been horrible.
He's just not good.
No. Or, I mean, yeah, get Jameis. Jameis is sitting, third string on the Giants? Or Kirk Cousins is out there. I know Kirk Cousins might cost a lot, but Jameis shouldn't cost shit to get him.
Yeah, what do you got for sits, Adam?
Jordan Mason, 10 carries, 41 yards, and a touchdown. So,
yeah,
Jordan Mason is one of them. I didn't think he would get yardage. It was very touchdown reliant, and he's gotten the touchdown to kind of save his day. But other than that, it's been pretty ugly for him today because Cleveland front is very tough. They've shut down every running back they faced this year.
Yep.
So I really didn't think he would even get to 40 yards, to be honest with you. That's a pretty successful day, I'd say, for him. If he hadn't fumbled, it'd be a pretty decent game, I guess. But and then Zay Flowers, I worry about him versus Houston. Houston.
I agree.
Excellent. Cooper Rush is at quarterback for them. Zay Flowers is very up and down all the time anyway. And so I think it's just a horrible matchup and a horrible situation for him today. So I'd be very worried to have him in my lineup. And then I'm a little worried about Bo Nix versus Philadelphia defense. Bo Nix looked better last week, and he's slowly improving this year. He started out kind of slow, but I think it's a tough matchup. And he's not necessarily going to play badly, but I just don't think he's going to have a very high ceiling today versus Philadelphia. So I think you probably got better options you could use.
I love that, man. Good call. Danny Dimes backing up Josh Allen. Would you feel comfortable? No, I'm comfortable with that.
I would stay with Danny.
Until he proves otherwise, he looks like a new man in Indy.
Yep.
And
I mean,
for
there's
some
not like
reason,
Matt Stafford
Yeah.
is on the waiver wire. I would consider that over Daniel Jones. Stafford's just lighting it up, man. He made some amazing throws in that last game. He made amazing throws all season. Just
He's just such a good passer, man.
he's an
just
excellent passer.
Yeah, if he's comfortable in the pocket, nobody throws as good as him, really.
Yeah, he's so accurate. Yeah, and he can make all the throws, and his arm is really strong.
I've never seen anybody with so much confidence as he does in Puka, man. I mean, it's more than he had in Cup when Cup was at his prime.
Yeah,
Like,
Puka's
he will
so
throw it to
strong,
Puka every
man.
damn play if he has
Yeah,
to.
yep. He's so strong too.
And Puka's so confident too. Like,
Yep.
I mean, it's pretty insane.
Jordan Mason for 19 yards here, but a penalty will bring that one back. 5 minutes left with the ball in their own Minnesota 26 here. My sits, Jerry Jeudy versus the Vikings. What has he done? Anything today? Nothing. Why am I picking guys who are at the early games? I got to forget about that. All right, we all did that, but yeah. Chris Rodriguez versus the Chargers. That Chargers run defense is pretty good. And then Trevor Lawrence versus the Chiefs. I have wanted Trevor Lawrence to be good for so long. He's just not good, man.
He's just
I don't know what it is. Yeah. And those are my sits.
what about your sleepers, buddy?
Man, look, this guy Elik Ayomanor for a rookie. That guy, he's a leading
looks
target.
great.
Target him and Chig Okonkwo are like the target. You'd think it would be Calvin Ridley. A lot of people thought Calvin Ridley would be having the lion's share of that Tennessee Titans air attack, but hasn't been. It's been Elik Ayomanor. So against the Cardinals, I think he's a touchdown threat. And then look, the worst team against one of the worst teams against, I think it might be the Seahawks are the worst against the tight end. If it's going to be now, if it's not now, I think that Cade Otton, man, with Mike Evans out, come on, to get him involved. I think it'll be a negative game script. Baker Mayfield will have to throw. I like the Seahawks in this game. I mean, the Buccaneers are so banged up everywhere. Offense, defense, offensive line, the defensive backfield, the pass rush. But Baker Mayfield keeps him in games. He's gutsy. And then Amari DeMarcado versus the Titans with his receiving ability. No James Conner, no Trey Benson. I know they called up Michael Carter from the practice squad. I think it'll be either of these guys, but I think DeMarcado gives you that receiving edge. He had a touchdown last week too, so as a sleeper, I kind of like that play.
I like it, brother. All right, Adam, what you got for sleepers?
I like the other guy there in the Arizona backfield.
Michael one or the other.
Yeah, he's going to be more the guy carrying the ball, I think, where DeMarcado is going to be catching it more. But I think Arizona might be in control of this game, and Carter sees quite a bit of action there on the ground in it. And he started some games last year and was pretty good as well for him when James Conner was hurt. So
yep.
I'll take my chances on him as a sleeper if you really need somebody. I'm currently got him in my guillotine lineup as one of my flexes. I'm going to use him, I think. I don't know. Yep. I'm going to take my chance. And then I'll take Chris Godwin, man. 10 targets in his first game back last week with Baker. So I'm putting him right back in my lineup. I was hesitant that it would take him a while to ramp up, but Baker seemed to immediately go right back to him. So with Evans out, we mentioned, I'm going to put him right back in there. And then Brenton Strange, tight end for Jacksonville, going against the Chiefs. He's very consistently getting targets as well.
I was this close to putting him in mine too, Adam.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty much their top receiver right now. He's getting more catches and targets than anybody else is consistently. Yep. So at tight end right now, that's what you'll take and you need. So give me Brenton Strange off your waiver wire if he's available.
Yep.
Love it, bro. Love it. And getting into my sleepers, I like Michael Carter as well. Also, again, this is a tight end that no one's even got on their radar. He's starting. He's a rookie starting at tight end. Actually, is he a rookie? No, he's not a rookie.
No, he's not a rookie.
For Carolina, Tommy Tremble.
He just doesn't even sound like a real person, so people don't pay attention to him.
But last week, 8 targets. He caught 5 of them, and it had a touchdown. Going up against a terrible Miami defense. Tommy Tremble available in a whopping 99.9% of leagues. He's a starting tight end in the NFL.
Tight ends or targets have gone up each week.
Yeah.
And who would you start, Brenton Strange or Tommy Tremble?
It's probably Strange just because he's been more consistent, but I do like Tremble's matchup today a lot.
Yeah.
So I like
what
Tommy
you,
Tremble.
Adam?
Yeah, I'd start Strange still, but
okay,
it's not too far different. It's not too much difference there.
And then activated off the PUP list for the Saints, Taysom Hill, the quarterback tight end, who's actually listed as a tight end in fantasy, activated and playing today against the Giants. At least it looks that way. I don't think the official. Let me check that in.
Yeah, he is active.
He's like a poor man's Scatabo.
Yeah. So
he's a good rusher.
In Guillotine, I picked him up weeks ago and I put him on IR. I don't think I'm going to start him this week in Guillotine, but I have him on my roster, so could certainly do worse. And if he could be a big flyer. I mean, that team's desperate at quarterback, so maybe he has a bigger role than expected. The Giants' defense isn't great, so I'm interested to see what Taysom Hill does today.
Another tight end sleeper, Mason Taylor for the Jets.
Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah, he looks real good. He's been getting 5 or 6 targets. Field seems to like him and look for him. I think he could have a good game today and score a touchdown.
Picked up the Cardinals D, hoping for a shot out. New D every week, whoever plays Tennessee.
Cardinals D's a solid play.
Yep. I'm starting him somewhere. I don't know which league, but
I was forced to drop them this morning for a kicker, but I didn't want to.
4th and 11, 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. Cleveland about to give the ball back to the Vikings for a 3-minute
about to punt back
drive.
I'm going to wrap up, fellas, so I can get ready for work.
All right, brother.
So good. Appreciate you, Adam.
Good luck to everybody out there.
Good luck in your matchup, brother. Likewise, amigo.
Later, my man.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later today.
Yep. Have a good one. Later, brother. And Tooch and I got about 5 minutes or so before we wrap things up. So if you want to get your last minute questions in, and Tooch has his prop plays. So Tooch, what do you got for us?
All right, I got Darren Waller over 29.5 receiving yards against that Panthers defense. They're terrible against the tight end. I just need like 2 catches maybe from Waller to get 30 yards. I got CJ Stroud over 213.5 passing yards against that Baltimore defense. It probably will be a shootout. He's got Nico. He's got Christian Kirk. He's got Dalton Schultz. He's got Woody Marks to throw to. Give me C.J. Stroud over passing yards. Justin Fields over 51.5 rushing yards against that Dallas Cowboy that plays a lot of man lately. They've been playing man defense with their backs to the defense. I like Justin Fields to take off here. Garrett Wilson over 64.5 receiving yards. I think that against the Cowboys is a good play. Rico Dowdle over 2.5 receptions.
I love that.
Come on, I just need 3 catches. He's starting. There's no Chuba Hubbard. There's no Jonathan Brooks. Rico, decent receiver out of the backfield. Not the best, but good enough. And then Daniel Jones over 230 passing yards. I like him. I mean, you remember the Cowboys or the Raiders aren't the best against the pass. And then Alvin Kamara over 51.5 rushing yards. Is that what it was? 51.5 there, Joe?
Let me see. Alvin Kamara. Sorry, I got to open it up to take a look at it.
Yeah, 51.5.
Yeah, 51.5. Yeah.
51.5 rushing yards. I think he gets that versus the Giants today. They're not the best against the run. I think he goes over that pretty comfortably today.
Yeah, I would hope so. And he's trying to drive up his trade value too. So.
Yep.
Because he's certainly not going to be a Saint past this year. I can't imagine he's a Saint past the trade deadline, but because we all know that team's in rough shape right now.
Yep.
I don't
All
know,
right.
man. It's gonna be a tough week. With all the buys and injuries starting to pile up.
Vikings, it's a 2-minute warning. Vikings on their own 38. They're driving to either tie or win the game. We may see some overtime here in London.
Yeah, what's it with all these overtime games overseas?
Yeah.
I don't know.
All the blocked kicks too last week and the week before.
I know it's like a literally a shootout.
We got a kicker question, Joe.
Man,
I thought Justin Tucker was still there. That's how bad I am with
no,
kickers.
Justin Tucker's. I think
Out
he's
of
out of the
football.
league right now.
Yeah, that's crazy. One of the all-time greats.
Yeah, I don't know who's out there, Mikey, but I see a lot of people picking up Matt Prater these days.
Yep, Matt Prater, the kicker
For
from
Buffalo, interimly.
Buffalo, and then the Colts kicker has been pretty popular today. Spencer Schrader, I have him on a team or two. Cameron Dicker, he's the kicker on the Jaguars.
The kicker.
Yeah, yep. And then, God damn, I don't know. Trying to think of who's
Harrison Butker. He's probably not available though.
Butker's always really solid. The kicker on the Texans might have a decent day today. This looks like a high-scoring game. I'm not kicker's like an afterthought for me.
Yeah,
you know,
kickers kind of go in the way of the wayside. I think kicker in my leagues, at least. I think moving forward, I'm going to consider
no
just
kicker.
getting another flex.
Yeah.
That'll be a conversation for the offseason, but
they rarely influence a game, Same with defense.
That's why I have it like in our leagues, Tooch. Just to throw a loop, if you miss an extra points, -5 points.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes you like, okay.
It's that much, huh? Is it that much?
Yeah, I think it's -5 if we miss an extra point.
Damn, that's a lot. Yeah, that is a lot. I got to remember to get the best extra point kicker next time.
Well, in theory, they're all in the NFL. They should be able to kick an extra point.
Yeah, I know. They haven't, though, been that great,
It's been a tough year for that.
Yeah. Yeah, ever since they moved it back.
Yes, we'll talk AJ next week, Jeremy, for sure. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, for sure.
And Blurpy with the last question of the show.
Rico. Uncle Rico.
Yeah. I was talking earlier how Chase Brown's the drop for me, man. It sucks, but.
God, so much promise. I don't think I would give up on him just yet,
I had an 8-man league where I had to drop him, but
yeah, 8-man I could understand. Yep.
But yeah, 10 or 12, maybe a little.
What do you think? You like any of the prop plays, Joe?
I do. I like all of them actually. The Camaro one seems like a slam dunk. Darren Waller looked really good, and I think 30 yards is not really much in this matchup. Stroud seems like it would be easy for him. I don't know why the total is so low. It has me leery.
It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. I guess maybe
Garrett
he's on the
Wilson
road.
has been really good too against Dallas. That should be a no-brainer.
The Texans offensive line,
Yeah.
Give me Rico Dowdle over 2.5 receptions.
That one seems easy. That seems like the easiest of the bunch.
Yep. Get that dump
yeah,
off.
Man, hopefully it all works out there. But we're about to wrap things up here, folks. Thanks to the whole chat room for hanging out with us all morning and hanging out with us before on the Barfly Tailgate show. Tooch, always appreciate talking fantasy with you, brother. It's always a pleasure.
Same.
And big thanks to the Adam Shaw. I know you had to get ready and head out to work, but always love talking with him too.
Yep,
Good
I
luck
gotta
in all your
go take a kid's birthday party today, so I won't get to watch too much Red Zone today.
That's all right, man. That's you'll get the updates on your phone, and sometimes that's more fun, especially when they're good updates. So
yeah, I got my new glasses for work, my screen.
Oh, there you go.
So I could see everything when my eyes aren't going to strain too much. So after the cataract surgery, it's like
Sure.
It's been hell. It's like they put the new lenses in the back, your eye. They take the old ones out. Your organic, natural
Yeah.
lenses in the back. They break them up and vacuum out, and they give you these acrylic ones in there. They're plastic, and they don't. There's no flex, or they're just. It's in there. That's the vision you got. So.
Sure.
Thanks, Mikey. I've got one eye that sees like close up and one eye that sees far away. So my brain, composites the image, but it's been rough with that. It's called monovision, and sometimes walking around I get a little like vertigo. And when I put on the glasses, they're progressive, so that's even just as bad with the vertigo. But it's going to take a long time for me to get used to these new eyes.
You'll get there, buddy.
Getting old sucks.
You're still a young buck.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least you're hanging out at Circa. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Circa always a good time. Can't wait to go back. My wife and kids want to go take a trip to Vegas. We might have to make a little drive out there.
There's enough for you guys to do too.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I think you'd be fine.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Maybe Excalibur or something,
The Venetian, man, I'll never forget, man. That's the best hotel room I've ever been in my life.
Well, yeah, they're all suites, dude.
They're all suites. It's like a little house inside, man. A sunken living room, and there's a TV in every room, and there's these floor to ceiling drapes that you could press a button and they open onto the strip. Oh, so nice. The bathroom had like a gigantic shower, then a gigantic tub, then a separate room for the toilet with a phone, and there was a TV in the toilet, a TV in the bath, a TV in the bedroom with a king size bed.
Yeah. And now the Venetian's right next to the Sphere, so it's crazy.
Even like there's like a little area with like a fridge, microwave, and a little sink and stuff. You could do a little kitchenette type. It's a fantastic room. It's amazing.
Yeah,
but that's like $500 a night, though, right?
Yeah, you guys could probably stay at the Excalibur for like $20 a night, and then they have They got like a kids arcade, and then they have like a medieval times show there in the hotel.
Nice.
It's not medieval times, but they call it something else.
Yeah. Oh, they would love that. It's Excalibur. Is that on the new strip or the old strip?
It's on the new strip. It's across the street from the MGM Grand.
Nice. And then I did the Caesar's buffet, the Bacchanalia.
Oh yeah.
I never had a buffet like that. Everything was
food from every ethnicity on there.
Food from around the world. Oh, it's amazing. Food from around the world, and they had a Texas barbecue station. Oh my god, it was so good,
dude. When I was there, they had an endless crab and shrimp and oysters.
It's like $70 a person, $80 a person. But it's totally. My wife and I, we didn't eat the whole day. We went to like a 5 o'clock dinner. It was like just like barely ate anything, so that we could just like gorge. So you had to like wheel me out of there afterwards. I was so stuffed.
Yeah, you got to eat your weight in seafood to make that back, but it works.
Holy crap! Yeah, it was good. I had some, ribs, barbecue brisket. The dessert station is amazing. Desserts.
Tooch doing a great job getting everybody hungry at lunchtime. So
yeah. Yep.
Good deal, fellas. Well, we're gonna wrap things up here. Let everyone good luck in their matchups. Kickoff's about 25 minutes away. Tooch, enjoy the kid's birthday party.
All right.
We got one last question.
One last question
from Mikey. Tua's outlook with Tyreek out. I think it gets answered today. I was talking earlier on the show about Malik Washington being like the Tyreek Hill replacement. He's fast, he's speedy. No one's actually going to replace Tyreek, obviously, but if they get Malik Washington into the offense the way that I think he could be, Tua might be okay. But I want to see how it plays out today before I make an assumption.
It's 2nd and 5 on the touchdown. Here we go. Carson Wentz, short right to Jordan Addison for 12 yards and a touchdown. Vikings going to pull this one out with 25 seconds left. They'll go up 21-17 here if they make the extra point. Oh, what a game, huh? I was rooting for the Browns just to, figure the Bears could move ahead of the Vikings here. But, man, what an exciting game. I'm sorry I wasn't watching this one.
Yeah. Well, hey, at least they got a good game to watch over the seas. But all right, gang, as always, we're going to get out of here.
Is good. Yep. Here we go.
God bless America. God bless football. Go win those matchups, and let's kick some ass. We'll see you guys here next week. Tooch, enjoy the birthday party, my
All
friend.
right. Thank you. Take care.
Later on.